B, Vail, Colorado.
Welcome to this Friday's edition of Good Morning Vail. I'm your in-studio host, Gretchen Plesha. We have the incredible Mark Sassy in studio today. Super excited about that. And we're going to talk all things sports today. We have Skate Gypsum, some of the kiddos heading in to talk about the new skate park in Gypsum opening up today, and all things sports. So have that coffee, get ready, because Good Morning Vail starts right now.
So many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Mark Sassy here at your TV8 Weather Center. Gretchen in the studio with me today. And I was talking to her off camera, and she's like, I'm so excited to go skiing. I cannot wait for opening day. 56 days away, believe it or not. And I guarantee you a little bit of snow fell at these higher elevations around the Gore Range because our evening lows were in the 30s, and it's going to be cool the next set of 4 or 5 days. The evenings are going to be cool also, so any moisture might fall in the form of snow at those higher elevations. Today, for Friday, we are going to see 45 around 8 o'clock. We're going to see 62 around noontime. 40% chance of moisture. So if you're headed out for the day, 40% chance, that's minimal. There might be some showers here and there. Pack a light rain jacket, and then just go about your program for the day. Don't let a little bit of rain possibly deter you. As you look at the forecast throughout the daytime, you're going to see starting in the clouds. Cloudy to start, 40s, 50s, 59 around 4 p.m., scattered thunderstorms in the afternoon also, and then partly cloudy as we make our way into the 8 o'clock hour tonight. If you're coming up from Denver to play at Oktoberfest or come to the Vail Concourse, the old Vail Automotive Classic, you're leaving temperatures in the mid to upper 60s with a 60% chance down in Denver of some moisture. And then all around Eagle County, 40% chance for Vail, Eagle, and Avon. Temperatures kind of hovering in the low to mid to upper 60s, depending upon where you are in Eagle County. Now tonight we're going to see 34 degrees for a low temperature. So once again, cool. So there could be a little bit of snow continuing to fall at the higher elevations. Sun setting at 7:16, and we're going to see about a 20% chance of moisture. And now looking at that 5-day, Saturday and Sunday for the final Oktoberfest of the season here in Vail, sunshine, low 70s, 71 for Saturday, 72 for Sunday. For Monday, we're looking at partly cloudy skies with a 20% chance of moisture. 70 degrees for a high on Monday. For Tuesday, a 40% chance with a high of 69. And then we're looking at sunshine and warmer temperatures returning as you make your way into the middle of next week for Wednesday. But evening lows, Gretchen, those evening lows in the 30s all the way through the middle of next week.
You know I'm excited. If I could ski today, I would.
Yeah, I mean, I probably would too.
Yeah, I would have you get my skis all prepped, ready to go.
We have to tune your skis, that's right.
Please, because I have to be honest, after you did that, I went so fast for opening day.
We're going to need to put some slower wax on your skis next time.
I'm excited.
So we got the studio today. Gretchen and I, I'm typically out and about roaming around on Fridays, but with a little bit of rain in the forecast, I thought I'd have the opportunity to sit in here with you.
Let's be honest. Yeah. I just wanted you in here. Mark, I've known him forever. And I remember early days, I'm like, Mark Sassy, Good Morning Vail, TVA. I have to be. So I'm like, so stoked. I'm excited.
Am I turning red?
No, you're fine. You know you're awesome.
Coming up, what do we got coming up on the show today? Obviously, you talked about the Gypsum Skate Park, the grand opening.
Really
of the skate
cool.
Park.
And I love skating. It's interesting. It used to get a bad kind of reputation, but now it's a great thing because kids come together. I've seen a lot of really good things happen because of skate parks. They come together. They have an outlet to go do fun activities, and it's cool. So
and they need that, and it kind of it disconnects them from sometimes their social media in their phones.
100%.
And that's what is, whether it's a skate park or going on a hike or going fishing or playing golf, just kind of set the phone down for a bit because it's so important.
It's so bad. And I'll be honest, even with me, you know, I'll take pictures when I'm skiing and I'm like, what am I doing? This is stupid. Put it away. It's time to be present and just have some fun.
Easier said than done, right?
Truth.
And we also have one of your friends that owns this company called Sunward coming into the studio.
This is a hat that she actually made for me. It matches my outfit. Mark teased me. Yes, maybe I planned my outfit around it, but
got a
really
disco
cool.
ball on it.
Yes, it does, because I'm fun. Party.
And you like to dance, and you like music.
I do. Well, music is my jam, yes.
Right?
So we're really excited about that. Sunward, she is an amazing human being, Carrie. And then we have the kids from Skate Park, the Skate Gypsum, as well as our friend Chris Anthony.
Yeah, so Chris Anthony, Mission to Mount Mangert. Chris Anthony's been in a multitude of Warren Miller movies. Spectacular spokesperson for the sport of skiing. He was one of the MCs at the Colorado Ski and Snow Sports Hall of Fame recently.
Right.
And he also wants to come in and share with us how he's working on his youth initiative project. So we're psyched to have Chris Anthony in here. The Eagle Valley Library District. We just have a busy show and a busy weekend coming up too, right?
I know, and you're the master of ceremonies. That's so cool. Are you excited? Your last Oktoberfest today. Well, not last, but last for this year.
I'm excited because it's the Lederhosen.
You're over it?
I'm about to say Lederhosen.
Later to the Lederhosen. Lederhosen. I like it.
And then we also have the Vail Automotive Classic, which has been around for 14 years. It's taken on a new name. It's the Vail Concourse, and it's just a plethora of spectacular automobiles dating back to probably the late 1800s, and then some futuristic cars and everything in between, all on display around Lion's Head.
And it's really cool, even if you're someone like me that doesn't know a lot about cars, it's so interesting to go and look at them. People will tell you all about them, so it's a win-win. It's really beautiful.
And we were talking before, and you were reminiscing, going back to the day.
No.
And you're like, I remember meeting you, Mark, and I was modeling around the cars during the car show. You're going to find those photos.
Oh, no. We're good. I was blonde back then. We don't need... All right, Mark. Well, we're so excited to have Mark here, as always. And we'll keep it right here. We have more Good Morning Vail to come.
Good morning, Vail.
Lion's Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lion's Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Thank you for watching Good Morning Vail. Have an amazing day. Get on out there, soak up that sunshine. We'll see you tomorrow right here for more Good Morning Vail. Bye, everyone. Hi, I'm Gretchen Pleshaw. You might recognize me from the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. Maybe you hear my voice on the radio from time to time or see me out at a concert or two. I love concerts. If you see me out, the long mermaid hair, I'm almost 6 foot tall. It's hard to miss. Come and say hi, give me a high five, and make sure to watch me right here on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
Hey, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. So Robbie Whittle, he is our sports reporter, and he focuses on a lot around Eagle County for high school sports between Eagle Valley, Vail Christian, Battle Mountain, and also the Vail Mountain School. He looks at football, he looks at soccer, he looks at cross country, volleyball, whatever the sports are for that season. And he also bounces around and talks a lot about what's happening down in Boulder with the CU Buffaloes. Big game this weekend between the Buffaloes and the Rams. There's also a Broncos game also. We got your sports report, part 1, coming up. It's called, I call it anyways, the Rob Report. We'll be right back. Here we go.
Thanks for joining us. Eagle Valley football is gearing up for another game this weekend, and they're coming off with their first win of the season. We talked with head coach Chris Lake to find out what that win last weekend was like for his program and what his team needs to do in order to pick up their second win of the year. So we're down here at Eagle Valley, and it's a new week for the football program. A big win last week over Evergreen, your first of the season. But now we got a new week in front of us. We got Conifer coming right here to the field Friday night. What are your thoughts ahead of this matchup?
Just staying focused, keeping the team focused after a big win. It's different than the last 2 weeks before that, so we got to keep the guys humble, keep them working hard, and keep them, getting better this week.
Okay, and what's kind of been the main focus in practice this week? You kind of told me just getting better, but can you elaborate a little on that?
Yeah, I mean, just getting guys to do their assignments, more consistently, getting them, every time to do what we're telling them to instead of playing a little bit on their own, and just, making sure we're making the plays that we need to.
Okay, and let's go back to last weekend against Evergreen. Your first win as head coach of this program, not to mention the first win of this season. How fired up was that locker room after that game with Evergreen?
It was definitely a different vibe this week for sure. Yeah, tons of energy. Our crowd was awesome this week. They gave us a lot of energy during the game. Our student section was going crazy. They rushed the field after the win, so it was an exciting win for this program, and I'm happy to have my first win as a head coach here.
Yeah, not to mention, it's an exciting game to always, come out victorious, get that first W on the schedule. But thinking in the grand scheme of things, I know you're a head coach, you like to think one game at a time, but how important is a win like this for the whole season?
Well, yeah, it sets the season up, right? If we don't win a game, we don't get the season started. So, it sets us up good. We got, some good matchups these next couple of weeks, we think, for ourselves. And, that'll help us carry on into league, and hopefully we be successful there.
Okay, and I was watching y'all practice some special teams later in today's practice. How confident are you in the kicking abilities right now?
We're good. So we are missing a guy this week. Nate, our normal kicker, got a concussion, so he's out for the week. So got some new guys in there kicking, but they're stepping up and they're doing a great job. So we're confident in them.
Okay. Any emphasis on maybe going for it a little more on fourth down, or you think the kicking abilities are going to be there come Friday?
That's kind of my emphasis all the time. Unless we're pinned down on our own side, we're going for it most of the time on fourth down. So not much of a change there. Confidence-wise, we're still confident with the guys that we have, and when we call their number, we'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay. And what can you kind of tell me about this Conifer team?
Scouting them this year, it seems like maybe they're a younger team. Not sure about that. I didn't necessarily study their roster, but, they're going to come and play football. They're going to be tough just like they always are. And, we feel like we have good matchups across the board. So we think we can take advantage of that, and it should be a successful game for us.
Okay. And any lessons learned against Evergreen last week that you're looking to carry over into this game and hopefully come out on top of Conifer?
Yeah, our defense was outstanding in the Evergreen game. So we just need to bring our offense up to speed, have them help our defense a little bit more, take the pressure off them. We keep putting our defense in tough situations, and they keep standing up for us, so that's great. We just need to get the offense to come along a little bit this week.
Okay, and one more practice before that game. You got one more Thursday practice before Friday night lights hit. What's going to be the main focus in that practice?
Just cleaning everything up and getting focused for the game. Yep.
Okay, and last question for me. How important would a win be against Conifer to go back-to-back W's, have 2-2 on the schedule?
Yeah, that's something that hasn't happened here in a few years. So it would be absolutely huge. And, we expect that to happen. That is our expectation for this week. And then roll on into Niawot next week.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Taking a look now at some games around the Valley. As we discussed, Eagle Valley will be on the hunt for their second win of the season, looking to bat 500 on the year, and will play in a matchup with Conifer Friday at 4 p.m. Vail Christian, they've got a home game, their third of the season, not at home, but game of the year, against McClave after falling to Lyons County last weekend in a tough matchup. And Glenwood Springs playing neighboring Basalt. They'll match up Friday as well. So for the first time since 2019, Battle Mountain High Volleyball picked up their first win over rival school Eagle Valley. We're going to reflect on that night and what it was like to win that game for senior Dulce Arona. And joining me now is the senior Dulce Arona. Final thoughts on tonight's matchup. You guys got the win over Eagle Valley for the first time since 2019. You've never seen this happen before in your career as a Husky. What are your thoughts right now?
I just feel like very proud of our team and how we stuck together. We really just pulled out the 2-set win after losing those first two. And I'm really proud of us just in general of how we stuck together as a team.
And you guys go down 0-2. You guys are in the hole down 2 sets. Then you come back, put up 2 quick sets, and then you win the third. What does that kind of say about the resilience of this squad? Not about to give up at any point during this game, although times may be looking bad at certain points in the matchup.
Yeah, our team, I feel, is very disciplined, and they really wanted to win this game, not only just because it was Eagle Valley, but for Lauren as well. And it was just a huge honor for us to keep playing, and we just wanted to win so bad.
Okay. And what's next for you guys? You guys got this big game against Palisade tomorrow. What do you guys need to be focusing on ahead of this matchup? You don't have a lot of turnaround time to stop and think. It's going to be a couple hours of celebration, then it's back to that grind. What do you guys need to be focusing on in this next matchup?
I think we need to come in with the same energy we had for this match into Palisade. Palisade is a very challenging game for us, and I feel that if we come in with the same energy, same want to win, we will definitely give them a challenge for the game and hopefully win.
And Palisade's no Eagle Valley in terms of rivalry to y'all, but they're still somewhat of a rival school for y'all. How big and important or just magical would it be if you guys stepped on the court and caught another win against a rival school back to back?
It'd be very big for us. I just feel like as a team, it would mean so much to us just because we haven't been doing very well the past few years. So winning Eagle Valley and then Palisade would be just a huge win overall for us.
Okay, and what needs to happen going into that matchup with Palisade in order to walk out the doors of that gym with a W on your schedule?
We need to just really all stick together, stick with the same discipline, and keep the same grit of just wanting to win and pushing points.
Yeah, and tonight, could be a good example of what you may want to accomplish on the court in terms of playing that next game. What are some takeaways you had from tonight that you may want to exemplify in your next matchup tomorrow with Palisade?
Yeah, so I just want to keep reiterating the fact that we just stuck with the game. Even losing, being down 2 sets, we kept playing our hardest and we played our best, and that's how we won.
Is there anything you told your girls as a senior, any words of wisdom you kind of passed on when you guys were in the hole down 2 sets to keep them fired up and keep them in this game?
Well, really, we just all talked about how much we wanted to win this game and how much it would mean to us. And just because we had lost those first 2 sets didn't mean we were going to lose the game. We still had the grit. We still had the determination to want to win.
Okay. Any final thoughts you want to add? Big night for y'all.
I'm very proud of our team right now. That's fine.
Awesome. Thanks for stopping by. Great win tonight for Battle Mountain High School over Eagle Valley. You can catch them Tuesday night as they take on their other rival school, Palisade.
Good morning, Vail.
TV8 Vail is serving the community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Stop by for Good Morning Vail at 7 a.m. and stay all day for lifestyle favorites such as Good Day Vail, Daily Flash, Suki and Scott, and more. And you're sure to find the adventure you crave with back-to-back episodes of Scoreboard Nation and Outdoor America. Find us all day, every day on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on TV8Vail.com, and on all our social media platforms. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Hey there, I'm at the Home Outpost in Gypsum. Recently, I just videoed Margie Hamrick to talk to us about how do you refresh your home. Who doesn't want to refresh their home? So join us on the next episode of Good Day Vail.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
In America's heartland, living close to the land, there's a love for the country and a pride in the brand. In America's heartland, living close to the land. In America's heartland, close to the land.
Good morning, Vail.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take a look at your weather for Friday, then we'll jump ahead and look at the weekend because we are knocking on the doors to the weekend, and then we'll jump into the first couple of days of next week. Denver today, 67 for a high with a 60% chance of moisture. And if you notice, all around Eagle County, we're, depending upon where you are, low to mid to upper 60s and about a 40% chance of moisture from Vail through Avon, right here at the home of the TV8 studios, all the way down towards Eagle and Gypsum. So we are going to see some moisture on and off today. As you can see by looking at your hourly, around noontime, the cloud covers will still kind of linger around overcast skies. We might see a few showers in between 8 o'clock and noon, but really into the afternoon hours, we're going to see scattered thunderstorms. So pack a light rain jacket if you're coming over to Oktoberfest. You're going to go walk around and check out some of those spectacular cars. But your forecast for the day, 45 at 8 o'clock this morning. We're going to see that 40% chance of moisture, cloudy early afternoon showers coming your way, and then a slight breeze, light and variable, not much to talk about, but there will be some moisture falling from the sky. We're going to see tonight 34 for a low, 20% chance of moisture continuing. Sun setting a little bit earlier. We're looking at 7:16 now. It is definitely getting darker earlier out there. I can feel it. Definitely can feel it. Partly cloudy skies tonight. Then your 5-day forecast. We're going to see sunshine for Saturday and Sunday for the last 2 days of 2023, the Vail edition of Oktoberfest. And then we're going to have partly cloudy skies for Monday with a high of 70, 69 for Tuesday, 70 degrees for that high temperature on Wednesday. And once again, like we talked about before, noticing temperatures in the 30s throughout the evening. So definitely cooler right now. And if we see any moisture at those higher elevations, those evening temperatures are going to be cooler than what you're seeing on the screen. So there could be maybe a little flurry action up there on the mountain. It's very possible.
56
I'm really just
days.
doing it because you get so excited about it.
56 days. 56?
56.
I'm ready. Counting
November
down.
10th is what they're talking about.
Excited.
All right, I want to. I know this is going to be kind of.
I'm a little
fun.
nervous about
Well,
it.
you told me earlier that you have a friend coming to town, right?
Yes, from
And
Aspen.
you guys might swing by and visit at Oktoberfest. I think that if you're around tonight, around 7 o'clock, I think you and your friends should get inspired and come out and do. We have our first competition tonight, and it's the Stein Hoist and Hold.
Okay, and I've never done this ever before. I've never tried.
You might. Do you know Candace from the Sitzmark? Have you met Candace before?
Yes, I do. Yes.
I got Candace into the bratwurst eating last year.
Oh my God.
And she made it to she was down to the runner-up. She crushed it.
That's amazing. Okay, no bratwurst eating. Maybe I'll try this.
So the Stein lifting. This is really funny. I'm gonna rewind a little bit. Last weekend in Lions Head on Sunday, the final day of the event, and we do the Stein lifting Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And there was a wedding party, a younger wedding party, a group probably in their 20s, and they all wanted to sign up for the Stein lifting. And they had been kind of celebrating stuff all weekend long.
I love how you're like celebrating.
I'm just trying to kind of sugarcoat it, right? So the girls go out and they do their Stein lifting. It's 12 women and they all do their competition, and that one's over. That was good. And then the guys come up and they all filter onto the stage. And there's this one guy, and he's like, "Hey, can I take my shirt off?"
Of course you did. Of course. Why am I surprised?
And I knew this guy from before. His name is Drew. I will not forget it because he did the keg bowling too. And he's like, "Can I take my shirt off?" I'm like, "Okay." So he gets up on the stage and he takes his shirt off. And then there's another guy up there and he's like, "Hey, can I take my shirt off?"
Wow.
So I'm on the microphone. I'm like, "You know what? Why don't you all just take your shirts off?" So all the guys popped their shirts off.
Where was I during this?
It was pretty comical. And it got down, and there were a couple of these guys that were from this wedding group.
Right.
And it was between the two of them at the end. And then when one of them ended up winning, it was like a crowd, like a rush.
I love it.
Up onto the stage, and they were pouring beer on each other like I've never seen it before.
Like they won the Super Bowl of beer steins, I guess. That's amazing.
So anyways, I think we have a little bit of time. So on the Stein holding, this is a variation. This is really obviously, the Steins they weigh 5 pounds when they're full of beer and they're big, okay?
And this is root beer.
The rule, are you right-handed?
I am.
Okay, so the way you need to hold it, hopefully you can all see this, your thumb has to be wrapped down over your fingers. It cannot be going down over the top like this, right?
Okay.
And your elbow has to be locked out.
Okay.
You cannot bend your elbow. Don't bend your elbow, okay? And your arm has to be 90 degrees off the ground, okay? So no going up or going down, right?
Okay.
Both of your shoulders need to be square to the crowd.
Okay.
And then your free hand just has to dangle to the side. You can't put it on your hip. You can't put it in your pocket. And you can't lean back. Ooh. And it's pretty funny because everybody's like, they're out there doing this and they're like dancing to the music and doing whatever. And then within like a minute and a half, you start seeing their eyes kind of focus more.
And they're like shaking.
And then they get this stuff's going and they're spilling. It really is entertaining. And the crowd goes bonkers.
So this is tonight at 7 p.m.
This would be tonight. The first one's tonight. And I'll be there around 4, kicking things off, and then the first competition's at 6. You want to get there.
I want to try this again.
You want to sign up at 6. I want you showing up, okay?
So is it men and women together?
No, it's a group of men and then a group of ladies.
Okay.
I'm going to get her doing it. All right, we'll be right back. We've got, what do we have? Who do we have coming in the studio?
We have Skate Gypsum. I'm so excited. All the people from Skate Gypsum, so it's going to be awesome. Tonight is the opening Gypsum Skate Park. Yeah.
We'll be right back with Skate Gypsum.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tva.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tv8vail.com, because there's always more for you on 92.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges, and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Even your pets can enjoy a ride on the train. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tv8vail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I have some awesome human beings on the couch. I am super stoked. Hey guys, how are you doing? It's Skate Gypsum this morning. So early. How are you guys doing?
Good. How about you?
Thank you no one ever asked me that. Dope. Thank you. I am doing well. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for getting up so early. And I have to say, you came from far away. Where did you come from?
I came from Sweetwater, so
awesome.
Up close to Glenwood.
That is so rad. And you guys are all gonna go to the opening night. The reason you're here is Skate Gypsum, the opening of the skate park tonight in Gypsum.
Yeah.
Super stoked. All right, so let's talk about this. What do you guys do? Do you all skate or do some of you do other things? What do you do?
I BMX.
You BMX.
Yeah.
See, and I shouldn't have done that. I thought you were a skater. The look, the vibe, the hair. I love it. BMX, dope. Okay, what do you do?
I skateboard.
You skateboard. Yes. I am all about women that skateboard. That's so dope. And
I roller skate.
So cool. Awesome. And then do you?
Yeah, I was going to go chill at the skate park while my students skated, and they taught me how to skateboard.
Oh, that's
so now I skateboard.
Oh, I love it. That's so awesome. Right on, guys. So how did you get involved with all of this? I'm so excited. Like, how did you start doing all this teaching, doing skating?
I really believe in project-based learning and learning that happens in real life. So I wanted to take kids, especially right after the pandemic, I wanted to take them to a place that was a more natural learning environment.
Right on.
We were just back into schools, and it was uncomfortable, and it was hard to be like masked up and far away from each other. And so I noticed more kids were at the skate park during the pandemic, and I said, let's take school there. And so started taking them to the skate park. They taught me how to skate. And we were exploring the question, how can we positively influence the skate culture in our community?
Right on.
With our individual identities. And this project naturally has been born. So they're the ones that led the entire skate park project.
That is such a cool story. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
That's brilliant, because you would just think, no offense, guys, you guys are dope. I talked to them off camera. I love you all. But you would think that it would be more of you coming in saying, hey guys, let's get into it. And you really kind of led the way, which is cool. How did you guys get involved with BMXing, skateboarding, and is it roller skating?
Roller skating.
It's
roller
different.
blading is like the inline, and then the roller skates are.
And roller skating is cool. That's what I used to do, man, when I was young, when I was little. And it's really cool, and it's actually very athletic. That's really awesome.
It takes a lot of balance.
Yeah.
I've hit my head a few times, but we always wear a helmet, so it's okay.
Good job, girl. I was just about to ask you. Well done. And it's steezy. It looks cool. I like it. How did you get into BMXing?
I just started bringing my bike to the skate park when I was younger.
Okay.
And then I ended up getting a BMX bike because I liked it so much.
That's
I wanted
rad.
to pursue it.
So you just took a normal bike and kind of started doing.
Yeah.
Do you do tricks and stuff?
Now I can do a little bit more, yeah.
Cool. That's really, really cool. And what about you with skating? Because I know I have to say this. You know, I have been lucky enough to go to the X Games and interview awesome women that skateboard, but it's just really the past couple of years that women have really gotten into it. So stoked on you. Tell us how you got involved with skating.
I'm gonna start from the beginning.
Yeah, do
I asked for a skateboard for Christmas when I was about 5, and
You were 5?
yes, my dad delivered, and I ended up ruining my hardwood floors skating around. It can get splinters really easily now, so.
Right on.
But it wasn't until like 2 years ago that I actually started going to the skate park,
Cool.
and Miss V has allowed me to step up and learn the ways of the skate park and the ways of how the ground hurts when you hit it. And
I love
it's
how
been
honest
awesome.
you are. You're like, yep, it's no fun. That's not the fun part about it. Can you drop in and everything?
Yes, I can.
And you wear a helmet too.
Yes,
Right
I learned the hard way too.
Yeah. Oh, girl, me too. Skiing, no helmet. Yeah,
Oh,
I feel
man.
you. Now helmet. I know. Look, she's like, no. And what about you? When did you start? Yeah.
I
roller
started
skating?
like a week before summer hit.
Really?
Like, it was pretty fun, and I just like kept pursuing it because
Yeah.
in elementary school I would roller skate to school, and we had like that same skate park, so I knew how to do a few things.
That's
but
so cute. You
now
roller
my
skate.
skill level has like duplicated so much.
And can you do, because I don't know that much about roller skating at the skate park, can you do tricks and things?
Yeah,
there?
you can like air out and 180 and
Oh, that's so cool.
like slide across rails and stuff.
I want you to teach me how to do that stuff
Yeah?
with my, because I was just saying during
It's
COVID,
really
I got
scary. Like,
she's like,
I don't want to be responsible for that if you fall.
Except for I don't know that it's any scarier than being on TV this morning.
Right.
So
You guys are doing a
it's
great job. You're
practice.
awesome, right? I know. I love this. And what about you? Are you digging skateboarding?
Yeah, I like. It's such a special. I don't know. Skate park magic is such a special thing. It's a special community. It's really fun to be like kind of horrible at something and have the students be better than me and help and have them help me be better. And yeah, I mean, my husband says I like the idea of skateboarding more than I like the skateboarding hurts and that you fall, but it's a culture that I want to continue to pursue as I grow up, you know?
I dig that you said that because of various reasons. I've always been around skateboarding as well, and I think it gets a bad rep sometimes. And the people that I've met in skateboarding, they're so kind, they're rad, they're so good at like helping people, and it's a cool, agreed culture. The music, the vibe, the energy. I like clothing, obviously. Like the clothing, all of it. It's a cool energy, and I love the community, and it is a family. That's really cool, and I love also that like. You're younger than I am, but you know, they're the babies growing up doing all of this, and you and I, you're learning a little bit later on in life and you're going for it. And I think that's something to be said for people as well. You can do it at any age. You know, I saw actually a 75-year-old on Instagram skateboarding, and the dude was tatted up and he was just owning his truth. And I'm like, I want to be that fearless. I want to be that girl that does that. So that's so cool. So tell me about tonight, guys. I'm stoked about this.
It's going to be fun. We're opening the new skate park, which we've been waiting for way too long. But I'm glad it's coming in my timeline of like being a part of that skate park and like seeing it evolve from us just wanting to fix up the one we already had to us getting like a completely new one.
And these guys got to be part of every step of the process.
That's what I wanted to ask.
From picking the company to designing the park to sitting in the community meetings to writing the grants that are helping fund this to Luis has talked at, and Adriana has talked at numerous town council meetings.
Really? You guys, that's really, really cool. That's awesome.
Thank
I
you.
haven't even done that.
And then what do we have planned for tonight? What'll go down tonight?
I believe we're starting with some speeches. I myself will be speaking, and after that, it's the ribbon cutting.
Yep.
And then
that's awesome.
I believe we're going to do a little skate show and jump over the ribbon, or I don't know.
All three of you guys? Are you
all the whole class, I believe.
Wow, that's so cool. So this is really special to you guys because it's your baby. You literally created it.
And I'm really excited to see the murals go up.
Oh, I don't even know about
Like
this. Tell me
having
about the murals.
Submissions for artwork that can be put. There's going to be like 3 pieces?
There's going to be 5 pieces, 5 features at the skate park that'll be rotating art murals. Submissions are still open. We originally thought that would close earlier than it did, so submissions are still open. This probably won't happen until spring, and people can submit their art to be publicly displayed, and then we'll have mural artists mentor the people who submitted their art, and every 3 to 4 years that'll rotate, so youth in our community will have the opportunity to resubmit their art and have it publicly displayed at the park.
Well, you guys taught me a lot, because honestly, yes, I'm so stoked there's going to be a new skate park for you guys in Gypsum, but it sounds like you guys really created this moment, and it's such a beautiful thing. I feel a little emotional about it. Do you guys feel like that about tonight? Like your baby's being, it's here, and your baby's here, and you're able to share that with the community. That's pretty awesome, you guys. Well, I think we should have you back, because I want to see you do some tricks. What do you guys think about that? Are you into
Sounds
it?
good.
Look at his smile. He's like, I'm not getting up this early ever again.
And Soren, tell us about the canned food tonight.
People can donate a can of food or $1.
Right on.
All of the money is going to go to our DJ for the night, DJ
Right on.
Crusher.
And where does the canned food go?
The canned food is going to be donated.
Okay. Cool.
To the community market.
Awesome, guys.
And so there'll be giveaways with those tickets that they get
Okay.
from donating. And they can win like full skateboards or like decks and stuff like that. They'll win really big prizes provided by Transition Sports and also the Skate Shop in Eagle.
Well, I want to see everyone there tonight in Gypsum. This is Skate Gypsum. Thank you guys so much. And keep it right here for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Good morning, Vail.
There was some great energy with the kids from the skate park in Gypsum. We're going to bounce back now and take a look at the second half of the Rob Report, all about sports around Eagle County and high school and college and pro football. Let's take a look.
Now we'll hit the soccer field where Vail Mountain School was looking to pick up their 5th win of the season against longtime rival Ski Town Aspen. After a goal within the first 30 seconds of the game, Rutley Heineman hits the deck and picks up the free kick. He'll nail it, and the Girl Rangers go up 2-0. Then it's Heineman again, driving inside. He'll slip it past the defense and roll it left of the keeper to get Vail Mountain School their 3rd goal of the day. Vail Mountain School working together now to set up the shot. The ball finds who else but Heineman again, and he'll let it rip, and this kid does not miss. Girl Rangers go up 4-0 on rival Ski Town Aspen. Evan Sapp set up now with the free shot at the goal. Whistle blows, and he'll make his move to the ball. Does not disappoint as he comes up with Vail Mountain School's 5th goal of the day. Heineman back with the ball, and he'll find his teammate Will Roy, who hits what looks like the upper 90, and the Gore Rangers go up 6-0. Vail Mountain School will take this one home in dominant fashion as they knock off Aspen for their 5th win of the year, 8-0. We talked with goalkeeper Hunter Iverson after the game. So big win today for VMS boys soccer. They caught the 8-0 win over rival Ski Town Aspen. Joining me right now, the goalkeeper Hunter Iverson. No shots in the goal today for you, right? How did that feel?
It felt good. I felt confident in my defense. They were holding it down for me.
And what was it like? What did you see from your offense that you like so much? Rutley here scoring a number of goals, but what did you like in particular that stood out to you in this game from your boys up front?
Their passing was really good, and they made a lot of runs getting open for themselves, and yeah, proud of that.
I always hear that Aspen and Vail, they have this kind of bitter rivalry when it comes to ski towns. How good does it feel to just get that shutout win over the rival ski town here in Colorado?
Definitely feels good to get the win, have something to hold over them, and yeah, for sure.
Okay, and what kind of preparation went into this game? You knew that they weren't going to be as high a caliber opponent as maybe Steamboat or some of the other teams you've seen this year. What kind of preparation did you guys just work on this week with Coach Kevin Ives?
We worked on mostly staying composed on the ball and working and surveying options on the field.
Okay, and a big game coming up next. You're on this stretch that you're going to face a lot of good teams, it seems like, back-to-back. Colorado Academy, you got to make the trip down I-70 to Denver. That's a tough team, arguably maybe the best team in the state this year. What do you guys need to work on to get prepared for that matchup?
We're going to work on being more unified as a team, working better together. There is some separation in the team, but we can bring that together, and I believe if we do that, then we'll have a chance in that game.
Okay, and speaking of Colorado Academy still, they're a tough caliber opponent, like I've said, but what really sticks out to you about that team? Have you seen them, you've seen them maybe a little bit. This is your first year on varsity, but what do you know about Colorado Academy that you've really got to be prepared for?
They have definitely a lot of high-skilled players and have to watch out for that. Obviously, athleticism too, and just be prepared for that.
Okay, and back to this week, Tuesday, you guys pick up the win against Rifle. That felt good. A lot of crowd noise from this Rifle fan base too. A lot of noise you guys had to keep out of your heads. How good does it feel to just be 2-0 on the week?
It definitely feels good. We went into this week knowing that we would have 2 pretty tough games, and it definitely feels good to get 2 wins in a week.
Right on, Hunter. Anything you want to add?
Nope. That's it.
Awesome. Vail Mountain School 2-0 this week. Stick around. We've got more player interviews coming. All right, so Vail Mountain School just knocked off rival Ski Town School Aspen, and joining me, the midfielder, the junior, Rutley Heineman. You may know him as All-State. Mr. Heineman, how did it feel to just get on that field and score 3 goals today?
It was definitely a lot of fun. I don't know. It's always fun being back on the field and playing with the team, and just, I don't know. It was just a lot of fun.
8 goals scored today, no goals punched into your side of the field. What's your biggest takeaway from how y'all played on both sides of the ball? Protecting the goal, but also just on the attack.
I don't know. Kind of just we're starting to come together fully as a team, and we're we're starting to gain a lot of momentum. We've got 4 wins in a row right now, and we're trying to take that into a very good CA team.
Okay, and you just brought up Colorado Academy. They're kind of that enemy on the board that you guys always want to take down, but look forward to playing because they make you better as a squad. How do you think 2 wins, going 2-0 this week, is going to help build confidence entering that tough matchup with Colorado Academy?
Definitely just brings in a lot of good momentum coming into the next week. We are away, but I think it's just going to be a fun, good game. It's going to be just a grind game. I don't know, low scoring. It's going to be a lot of fun. They definitely got a lot of skilled players. Everyone is good on the ball on their team. We just got to kind of play consistent and good, strong defense and offense.
Okay, and back to Aspen, this wasn't the highest caliber team you guys have seen this season, but going back to the past, they've been tough for y'all to play against in the past. I know you've only been in the Valley a short amount of time relatively, but how have you kind of seen this rivalry build between Aspen and your school, Vail Mountain School?
It's definitely built a little bit. I don't know. We've kind of had them kind of consistently over the years, but I don't know. Kind of hoping next year for a little bit more competition. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but they're definitely. It's definitely nice to get the win over them. Yeah.
Okay. And beginning of the season, you guys were telling me you want to run it back. After 5 games or so on the season, on your belt already, has the expectations for this year changed at all?
No, it hasn't changed. We're still going for the state championship. We're still trying to go back to back. Yeah, that's definitely the goal.
Okay, and we've kind of hit sort of a midway point in the season. But what's really changed about this team from last year's team that's really stood out to you?
I think kind of just we got a good young core, and everyone is starting to come together. We're starting to build that good chemistry. We're starting to get comfortable on the field with each other. And that's, I think, just the key to this team and just going forward throughout the whole entire season.
Okay, and final thoughts from me, but you guys have this difficult stretch coming up. You got Colorado Academy, not to mention a couple of other schools, that could challenge you along the way. What do you guys need to be focused on this week and the rest of the season in order to get back to that 2A state championship matchup?
I kind of just think keeping the morale up, not getting nervous, going in there with confidence, and kind of just taking it to them, just not getting down, just being ready for them and saying that we can play with them, and we're not just because we're a 2A school doesn't mean that we can't play with them. I think that we are better than a 2A school, personally. So I think it's going to be good games for us. It's going to obviously make our team better, and it's going to be a fun kind of stretch. We'll see how it goes.
Awesome. Anything you want to add?
No, yeah, I think that's it.
Little Go Rangers, go Rangers?
Yeah, come on, Go Rangers, let's go.
Awesome. All right. Vail Mountain School with probably the matchup of the year on the schedule coming up against Colorado Academy. So stay tuned for that matchup. Over the weekend, 22nd ranked CU football took on longtime rival Nebraska for the first time since 2019. Big Red fans made themselves heard at Folsom Field and were hoping to steal one on the road after dropping their season opener, but Coach Prime and the Buffs determined to keep the hype alive in Boulder. Prime talked about his defense not looking amazing on paper last weekend against TCU, but assured everyone they're legit and would prove it against the Cornhuskers. Jeff Sims calls for the snap, the ball hits the deck, and it's a fight for the football. But the home team will come away with it. The week prior, the Huskers turned the ball over 4 times and were not off to a good start in week 2. Fast forward to the second quarter, Huskers back with the ball. Sims throws, and it's picked off by Cameron Silman Craig. Buffs take over deep in Nebraska territory, and it doesn't take long to make the magic happen on offense. Shadur Sanders, eyeing his man Tarvarish Dawson the entire time, will let it fly, and the catch is made for 6. Buffs go up on Nebraska 10-0, and they'll stay cooking in the second half, but not before Nebraska makes things interesting with a 57-yard run to the crib from quarterback Jeff Sims. Huskers make it a 6-point game and look to be back in it, but CU will fix that narrative. Sanders, looking downfield, fits it through a tight window to Xavier Weaver for the second CU touchdown of the day. Colorado starting to feel comfortable. Moving on to the fourth quarter, the Buffs will put that nail in the coffin with an 8-yard touchdown run from Dawson. Not a lot of fight from Nebraska in this one, but Shadur Sanders said this matchup became personal as soon as the Huskers stepped on the field.
We go out there, warm up. You got the head coach for the other team trying to stand in the middle of the buff. It's okay if a couple players do it, it's fine, just enjoy the scenery, but when you got the whole team trying to disrespect it, then I'm not going for that at all. So I went in there and disrupted it. The coach said a lot of things about my pops, about the program, but now that he want to act nice, I don't respect that, because you hating on another man, you shouldn't do that. So it was just all respect was gone for them and their program.
So some strong words there from Sanders regarding his feelings towards the Huskers, stepping on that Buffs logo at center field, but his squad can take a deep breath and relax as they more than handled Nebraska. With the win over Nebraska, Colorado moves up a couple spots in the most recent AP poll and now sit at number 18 in the country. They remain the only team in the Centennial State to be ranked inside the top 25. Looking to next week, week 3, for the Buffs, there's a lot to be excited about as they play in-state rival CSU. For the first time since 2019, that Rocky Mountain Showdown will be played again in Colorado. The Buffs will not only host the Rams, but they'll also host College Game Day for the first time since 1996 as the popular ESPN show makes its way to Boulder from Tuscaloosa. Now, the Buffs weren't the only football team in the Centennial State with an outstanding performance. D2 school Colorado Mesa University took on FCS opponent San Diego in the Golden State. Mesa would knock off the Division I school 28-21 in overtime. Normally, you use a higher caliber opponent to gauge your own team, but head coach of Mesa, Miles Kochever, told me at our MAC Media Day he had other plans entering the matchup with San Diego.
What makes it a successful game, walking out of San Diego and taking the bus back to Grand Junction after finishing that game?
A win. No, and good question, but you know we're playing them all to win. But you know we want to go down there and we got to grow as a team. It's a preseason game, so that doesn't count on our record for the RMAC, and we want to control the RMAC. So we need to be able to get better, and we got to make sure that we continue to grow as a team throughout that game.
Coach Kirchever and the Mavericks would go on to beat San Diego, picking up their first win against an FCS opponent since 2001. So that's a big deal for the RMAC conference school. And taking a look now at the Division II AFCA coaches poll, CSU, Pueblo, and Western Colorado have jumped into the conversation as they join the top 25. Mines continuing to sit comfortably at number 2, but Mesa staying out altogether as they fell in week 1 at home to Texas A&M Kingsville, but will start RMAC conference play this week, so they'll be a team to keep your eye on after the huge upset in San Diego last weekend. Finally, the Denver Broncos took the field for the first time this season at Mile High Stadium, and unfortunately we saw a lot of similarities from last season. Broncos didn't put on much of a show as they practically mirrored the Raiders' stats here, ultimately falling to Las Vegas 16-17 in a mediocre, as I would say, season opener. So the Broncos will try their luck again this weekend. It's week 2 now as the Washington Commanders, who are 1-0 on the season, will come to Mile High Stadium, and that game is slated for a 2:25 p.m. kickoff. Make sure to continue coming back to us for all the latest sports coverage around the Valley and beyond. We'll see you next time.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, I'm Ben Belgrad, and I'm the owner of Drinking Vessels here at Bat Country Studios in Minturn. And I've been in the Valley for 7 years. I moved to the Valley because a friend helped me to get my vision off the ground, building my glass studio here, and being so close to snowboarding. So here at the studio, we're acting as a broker for 50 to 100 artists from around the country. We also offer glassblowing classes, and we bring many artists from around the country here to be able to work and create art collaboratively and be so close to skiing and all the activities we have here in the Valley. Here at Drinking Vessels, we specialize in handmade glass drinkware from artists around the country and around the world. Some of these are produced as more of an item you could get in sets and kind of get different color options as time goes on. And some of these are completely one of a kind and really high-end art that's unlike anything people have seen before. While I'm an artist myself here at the studio, I'm representing between 50 and 100 other artists from around the country. And most of these artists are able to spend most of their time working on their art while we help handle their marketing and their sales and the distribution and representation, allowing them more time to focus on their art. That's really my privilege in running this business, is creating that support and providing that platform for this big group of artists that are part of a movement that's very important to me.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Welcome back to the second half of Good Morning Vail. If you can't tell, Mark and I are having a little bit too much fun this Friday. Hey, it's Friday. It's Oktoberfest in Vail Village, and we have an amazing show for you. We have Carrie with Sunward hats and jewelry and all the fun things in studio. We're going to have an interview with her in a few minutes, as well as Chris Anthony and the Eagle Valley Library. So keep it right here because Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
All right, we're going to give you a look at that weather forecast for Friday. We'll jump ahead, look at the weekend. Here's what we're looking at for today. We're going to see, 45 degrees in Vail right about now, a high of 62 degrees, with a 40% chance of moisture coming our way possibly later on in the daytime towards the afternoon hours. Cloudy to start, 56 around noon. Afternoon thunderstorms on and off throughout the daytime. We're going to see temperatures around 4 p.m. at about 59 degrees. So it's going to be a pretty cool day around Eagle County. Pack a light rain jacket or bring a layer, but don't let a little bit of rain deter you from your plans, whatever it is you're going to do. Denver temperatures today, 67 with a 60% chance of some moisture. And then all around Eagle County, Vail, 40% chance of moisture with a high of 62. Avon, 40% chance of moisture with a high of 65. And then 69 with a 40% chance of moisture to the west towards Eagle and Gypsum. Your forecast for tonight, sun setting 7:16, partly cloudy skies, a light breeze, a low of 34 degrees at the valley floor in Vail. So cooler up on the hill. That 20% chance of rain could be a 20% chance of maybe even some of the white stuff, some snow flurries. Then looking ahead, that 5-day, we're going to see sunshine for Saturday, sunshine for Sunday, then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Pretty nice weather still coming our way. It looks like the biggest percentage of moisture right now is going to be this afternoon and then maybe this evening. But other than that, we have more sunshine coming our way, but cooler temperatures. Where did that first hour go?
I know. We're having too much fun, and you got me a little bit excited about Oktoberfest.
Good.
Yes, it's hard a little bit. I can feel it. And after a couple of minutes, how long do most people go holding this?
So the national record for women is 6 minutes and 36 seconds.
Okay.
And I know this because every year when we do the competitions, there's this one lady that shows up and she hangs out in the corner. You don't know much about her. She carries this little chihuahua with her. And I don't even remember her name, but she shows up every year and she wins every year.
Really?
And then she was in Lion's Head with us and she competed on Saturday and she won. And then she came up.
Where does the chihuahua go?
She holds on to it.
While she's doing it.
And she closes her eyes.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And the chihuahua closes his eyes. And it's a sight to behold.
I love it.
But anyway, she pulled me aside at the end because I was making announcements.
Right.
And she's like, hey, just so you know, because I thought the national record for women was 5 minutes.
Okay.
And she's like, hey, that's changed. She's like, it's actually 6 minutes and 36 seconds.
Wow.
And I'm like, how do you know that? She's like, because I have the record.
I hope she's there tonight. I want to meet this woman. We should bring her on. It's
pretty
Good Morning
solid.
Vail.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
solid.
with the Chihuahua. You know I have two, so
I know.
love it.
Anyways, and we just found some. We'll be able to show it. We're going to try to be able to show it at some point during the show.
Yeah.
Some old footage of Oktoberfest years ago, and me kind of getting prepared here at the
wow.
studio. So if we can find it and bring it up, great. But
Awesome.
We also, just so you know, we have the bratwurst eating contest. Saturday and Sunday, not tonight.
Okay, so explain this to me. I should know this, but it's how many bratwurst you can eat and how long.
No. So the way it works, and it's sponsored by Polidori, okay?
Okay.
Polidori Sausage, the official bratwurst of Vail Oktoberfest, and the winners get a year's supply of sausages.
No. Our cameraman is very excited about this moment.
And I'm going to tell you, so we bring
I'm going to win it for you, Brett.
They bring all the boiled bratwurst out, and everybody lines up, and there's 2 minutes on the clock.
What?
And they put 2 brats on the plate. There's no buns or anything.
Okay. Oh.
You have a beer with you if you want, or a
Right.
liquid. And you have to eat as many as you can
I
in
don't
2
know.
minutes, okay?
Okay, has anyone gotten sick? I have to ask the question.
No, but there
Okay.
is a spray zone in the front. So anybody that stands close, we have it fenced off about 10 feet.
Oh, no.
And I just tell anybody in the front, make sure they're wearing
Spray zone.
sunglasses because it can happen.
That's nasty.
And we have a bucket for early reversal. That's part of the process.
Early reversal. This is brilliant. I see why they ask you back every year,
So-
my friend. You're good at that.
And these bratwursts, I'll tell you, so at the end of the bratwurst eating contest, there's always leftover bratwurst.
Okay.
And last week I was snacking on them, and
They give them to you?
anybody can have them. They're just, and I'll tell you, these bratwursts they are the best bratwurst I've ever had, period. And you'd think that with a bratwurst, it's going to have tough skin on it.
Yeah.
And they're hard to chew and
Right,
swallow.
right.
These things are delicious. No bun, no mustard, no sauerkraut.
And you can just eat them straight.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to try one tonight.
Okay, maybe you and Candace will get Candace from the Sitz Mark up there. You guys can compete. Anyways, come by tonight, okay?
I love you.
And
Here. It's coffee.
What do we have
Early
coming
morning
up?
show.
Your friend Carrie's here.
Carrie, amazing. She made this hat for me, and we're going to talk to her all things hats and jewelry. And it's National Hat Day. Wear a hat day, make a hat day. So there you go. Keep it right here for more. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tvavail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake!
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the Immersion Theater.
there, I'm Cece with Good Day Vail, and recently I had the distinct pleasure of sitting down with two individuals that are passionate about knitting. And I know you're probably wondering, knitting, but believe it or not, knitting has been ranked as the most relaxing event or hobby we could do besides yoga and meditation. So join us for this episode of Good Day Vail about knitting.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I'm here with my dear friend and amazing, we call her the Hat Lady here in Vail. Carrie, how are you doing?
I'm
with Shop
good.
Sunward. Well, Sunward, but you need to shop Sunward. How are you doing, Carrie?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks
Good.
for having me.
I love that I just am holding this for dear life. It's my hat that she made me, and I'm diving in deep really early. She is brilliant because not only does she get your personality, your attitude, disco ball, because I'm fun and I love music, and then the logo on the top. You change it up though to what anyone wants.
Yeah, I pretty much customize it to what anyone wants.
Their vibe,
yeah,
their
their
feeling.
vibe.
Well, and the great thing about you, Carrie, I know we have so much to talk about, so little time. I went and saw Carrie because I adore her and I love everything that you do. And you're such an amazing
Thank
human.
you.
You are, and you're an
Sweet.
amazing human being. And I was kind of nervous about doing my hat because I didn't know exactly what I wanted. And you're really good about kind of feeling out the person and saying, because I didn't know, she has so many different items and I didn't know what I wanted, and you kind of created it for me, which was so cool. And I love it, and it's my favorite. Oh, and it looks really cute on me too.
Yeah, it looks really cute.
So Carrie, tell us all things Sunward. What is Sunward? What is your mission? What do you do?
So I create products for people who want to customize to their style. So Sunday, I'm in the Vail Market from 9:30 to 3:30, and I offer a hat bar. So I have a variety of hats, and customers come and choose out their style, and then they choose all the adornments and colors and things that they're interested in, and then we style it up right on spot.
Well, and I should say it's amazing because I think that during these different places that you go to, because you go to tons of festivals, you do the
Yes.
farmers markets, that's where in Vail, right, the Vail Village Farmers Market, she got the brilliant name of the Hat Lady, because I've
Yeah.
heard even people saying, because Carrie's a friend of mine, oh, where is the Hat Lady station? But that's, if you understand the Vail Farmers Market, there are about 1,000,002 people there with all these different things, and you're well known. I had a woman, I didn't even tell you yet, here we go, at the Lumineers concert in Aspen asked me about you.
Oh,
yeah,
that's so funny.
about this hat.
That's awesome.
Exactly. So it's, and you can see she does such amazing and different kinds of hats, and it's artwork in itself, but you also have jewelry too.
Yes, I make jewelry. I have a variety of leather and acrylic jewelry that I make. So I design all the shapes. I laser cut all the materials, and I
cool.
make them in my home studio in gypsum.
So good thing I got my nails done, right? Here
Yeah.
we go, Vanna White style. So these are just a couple examples, and I actually have a pair of Carrie's beautiful earrings at home, and they're stunning, and all of them are so unique and so different.
Yeah, and they're also really lightweight too,
which is huge.
Always wear the backs.
I've ripped my ears before. I had to get them redone. So they're brilliant. And Carrie,
Thank
I know
you.
that you can go to farmers markets, you're out and about, different festivals, etc. I know so many people after seeing this are going to be excited to get a hat, some jewelry, etc. Where can people find you, and where can they find your stuff?
Yeah, so I always post my events on my Instagram profile, so that's where you can find upcoming events. I do have some items for wholesale in local shops, Vintage Magnolia in Edwards, and
Shine.
Shine, Intuitive Beauty in Edwards, and then Everyday Outfitters down in Eagle.
Awesome.
And then I do often have some other places, but I'll have them listed, and then I am kind of on the lookout for a studio space, so that might be coming up this fall.
And
real
where
soon.
are you looking for the studio space?
I'm looking
excited
down
about
in
this.
gypsum. You know, my home, I live in gypsum. I
Right.
currently make everything in gypsum, and I would love to stay down there and support, the local town down there. So
I love that.
Yeah, I'm
You're
excited. I'll be able to hopefully host parties and events.
I'm so stoked.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Carrie, the other thing I wanted to talk about is I know that you do hat bars, and you do this obviously at the different events that you go to and the farmers markets, but I heard that you can do hat bar parties. You can I could call you, I could email you, and go through Instagram. Actually, Shop Sunward.
Shop Sunward.
That's easy. I have her phone number, and I still write you
I
on
know.
Instagram. I don't know. That's weird.
It's okay. All modes.
Right. All modes. But you can do hat parties. So what does that look like? What does that entail? Because I think that's really fun.
Yeah. So I've done hat parties from 4 people up to 100 people, and I've also had some virtual events over Zoom.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So if you just reach out and contact me, we can talk through all the steps and logistics. But basically, kind of like the Vail Market, I bring a variety of hats. I bring all the things to style it up. I hand burn on site. I'd also bring hats maybe pre-styled, or for this one, for example, is pre-laser engraved. So I put this one in my machine and I program images.
So that way you can see the different ideas and you get an idea of like, oh, I dig this, but I want the disco ball, or I want charms. Or can you kind of give us, I know there's so many, because I'm a Libra and I have a hard time making decisions, but you're so good, again, at helping someone walk through because you get so overwhelmed and excited. What are the various things that you have for, because I know you have feathers, you have disco balls, you have charms. Can you give us some ideas, like the woman who just had her grandchildren? That was really cute. Charms.
It's a hat up front there, but basically I start by asking people what vibe they want, if they want like neutrals, cool tones, warm tones, and then I have recycled sari silk from India.
I love it.
I have some organic fabrics. I have leather hat bands that I make, and then again, like gemstones, all the things to just wrap it up.
It's just so neat watching on the screen like all the different hats, because I can feel each personality. As we look at the hats, I'm like, I know this one would be for this friend, it's so neat.
Yeah, there's a little bit of spice and variety in all of them.
Yes.
Depending on what you want.
And you can definitely have a message on there, right? You can say whatever you want.
Yes, I've hand burned and laser burned lyrics in there, initials for family members,
right on.
Words of encouragement.
What is the funniest and or most powerful thing? I don't know if you can say this on morning television.
Yeah, there's one that's the funniest that I love, but
not so much.
F around and find out.
Oh, I like
What's
that.
funny.
You're so cute.
It's a lyric. Lyrics and a lot of hidden messages with like family members that have been lost.
Wow.
Either with words or like a symbol.
Oh, I love that. You're brilliant. I'm so excited. I love my hat, but I want to get about 5 more for every season. I think this could be
always. They're always in season.
Oh, Carrie, I love you. Well, the best way to contact you is probably through Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram or email hello@shopsunward.com.
hello@shopsunward.com, and Instagram is shopsunward.
Yeah, and my website is shopsunward.com.
And the website, shopsunward. You're awesome, Carrie. I think we definitely need to have you back on here, and definitely check out our stuff. I love that you're all about the local vibe, and we adore you here. And thanks for being the Vail Hat Lady. And keep it right here. We have some more Good Morning Vail to come.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Hello, everyone. I'm Raisa Pascal. And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals now, check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the Immersion Theater.
Good morning, Vail.
Oh, that's great stuff with the hats and the jewelry. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. We're going to have a beautiful, beautiful weekend for us. Sunshine Saturday and Sunday. We have a little bit of rain coming our way over the course of today for Friday. You can see about a 40% chance with a high of 62 in Vail. And that 62 temperature coming probably 3 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. A few clouds to start, and then we'll see more clouds and those afternoon showers. Your hourly forecast, temperatures in the 40s to start, 50s midday. It's going to be in the 50s more than the 60s, but we'll see a high temperature dropping in probably 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, along with some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Denver temperatures today, 67, so close to 70 degrees with a 60% chance of moisture. And then for Vail, Avon, and Eagle, 40% chance of moisture all around Eagle County. Temperatures low 60s in Vail, mid 60s in Avon, and upper 60s to the west towards Eagle and Gypsum. Tonight, 34 for a low with a 20% chance of moisture. And then our 5-day forecast, sunshine for Saturday and Sunday, temperatures in the low 70s. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a slight percentage of moisture coming our way. Once again, just a small percentage. Temperatures upper 60s and low 70s for the first 3 days of the work week. Not bad, though. Not bad.
Okay, so we've talked bratwurst. We've talked beer steins. What is next? I'm ready.
So we found some old footage.
Oh, no.
So years ago, this is honestly this is almost 7 years ago. Eric, who was one of our producers,
okay.
He was just kind of fun. He was kind of thinking out of the box a lot. And we did this little thing we put together, and it was focusing on Oktoberfest. So
why am I nervous for you?
Don't be nervous. It's so funny. It brought back some great memories. If we can pull it up, this is just for everybody to watch. It's pretty darn funny. We're just getting kind of fired up.
What are you doing?
I'm getting ready for Oktoberfest.
You know that's not till Friday, right?
Yeah.
Dogs are going down.
Joey got 2, my boy. Joey got 2.
And, oh Jesus, they keep tracing.
Come on, Joey.
What are you doing?
Hey guys, Friday, 6 o'clock in Vail, Oktoberfest. Hooray! Oh, there you go.
I can't. I'm sorry, I was not prepared for that at all. No.
It's fun.
I love how it kept on falling off your...
Yeah. He kept catching me. I was excited. He kept catching me trained. Anyways, we'll see you this weekend in Vail. We have more of the show coming up. We have the Eagle Valley Library District coming into the studio. Gretchen's going to contain herself.
I'm going to try.
And Chris Anthony with the Youth Initiative Project. And a few more interviews here at TV8. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
At Revival Boutique Med Spa, we take an integrative and holistic approach to skincare, focusing on the bigger picture when treating our clients. We use only result-driven and science-based products that contain clean, organic, wild-crafted, and research-based ingredients. From injectables, facials, to body contouring, we offer anything related to looking your best self. Find us in the Riverwalk in Edwards. For a complete list of services, visit us online at revivalvail.com. Follow us on Instagram at Revival Vail Valley. Fall in love with your skin again. There's lots to love at Revival. Mind, body, beauty.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Good morning, Vail.
Summertime is here, and we all love laying out in the sun and reading a good book and just absorbing some new knowledge. And we've got one of the experts in this space, Carrie May from the Eagle Valley Library District. Thank you so much for meeting me.
Yeah, thank you for being here today. I'm super excited to talk books. All librarians are typically excited to talk books. Today, I really wanted to feature some of our nonfiction content. Typically, people think that's maybe not as exciting as all the new fiction we have coming in, but I just want to reassure you that we also have some really fun nonfiction coming in as well.
And you've brought a lineup of books behind us. This one immediately caught my eye.
Yeah, so this is the big book of tarot meanings. Tarot is really hot right now, so if you just happen to pick up a tarot deck and want a little more insight into what your reading may mean, this is a great book to check out.
And between that and then the cookbooks that you guys always have cycling in, which this is something that I really need to dive into. My cooking skills are terrible, so you can start with the beginner ones and just work your way up from there.
Absolutely, and what's really great too is if we have some really specific ones. So if you're, kind of craving something specific, this is a new one that recently caught my eye, That Noodle Life, and I've already perused it, and it has basically any type of noodle you can think of. We have Asian noodles, Italian noodles, and believe it or not, it even has taco noodles.
Whoa. All right. So I just signed up for my library card. I know what I'm doing later, looking into some taco noodles. Yeah. And then beyond that, you've got some crafting books and some great books with just beautiful pictures that really bring what's in the ocean to life on a page.
Yeah. So we always have a phenomenal collection of photo books. Again, this is a new one. It really ties into our summer reading theme too, Oceans of Possibility, but it just has the most incredible, beautiful, underwater pictures, and whatever photo team worked on this just did a phenomenal job. They're beautiful, and I don't know how they got those pictures underwater.
I never know how they do that. So if people are interested in looking at the nonfiction section and maybe chatting with you as the expert in this space, where can they do so?
So any of your Eagle Valley Library branches have a great nonfiction collection. We have branches in Avon, Eagle, and Gypsum, and just walk in and ask your local librarian.
Carrie Mae, thank you so much for giving us all this great information and taking the time to chat us through some of these new books that you have.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here today. I hope to see you guys in the library this summer.
Make sure you come check out any of the Eagle Valley Library District libraries, only because they've got the best staff and, quite frankly, the best selection of books, and you want to start your summer reading. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We are very Oktoberfest themed today.
We should have dressed up.
I know, why didn't we? And I'm German, Gretchen. That's my name.
Gretchen holding the stein.
It was Schneider. There you go. Yes, but I want to hear more about this because I'll be honest, yes, I have attended Oktoberfest, but I've never done the events. I've never done the keg bowling either. I want to hear about this.
Oh, the keg bowling.
Yes.
So, keg bowling, oh boy. Keg bowling, see, Beaver Creek, when they do their Oktoberfest, they don't incorporate the keg bowling because it's a little rowdy for the Beaver Creek.
And Beaver Creek's more family
experience.
oriented, yes.
Love
it.
So keg bowling, what they do is they lay out like 10 sheets of plywood on the ground to make a nice flat surface. And you have an empty full-size keg.
Okay.
And it's mounted onto like a wooden cradle with wheels on it, okay? So there's 4 wheels, okay?
Yeah.
So that's your bowling ball,
Oh, that's
so to
so
speak.
cool.
And then they take 10 empty kegs, 15 feet away, and they stack them in a pyramid.
And then you
have a full barrier of people from away. And then there's a line, it's a foot fault. So there's a line that you cannot cross over, but you can do whatever you need to do to build momentum on this keg on the wheels.
Oh, cool.
And then you have to push it or run and slide and push it. And you can dive over the line, but your feet cannot go over the line. That's the one catch.
Okay, so
I hire somebody that's a foot fault judge, and they stand there and watch the line the whole time.
No way.
And if they go over the line, they're out. But you knock down the kegs, and the kegs can't be leaning. If it's leaning, it doesn't count. It has to be laying on its side. And then you have 2 rolls, and then you advance. You can knock down 20 kegs hypothetically, right? There's a little old school. No, that's Vail. That's actually Lion's Head or Vail. That's Lion's Head.
That
a handful of years ago.
I love
you see
that.
the idea of it, right?
Yes. Okay.
And this is where that guy Drew decided to pop his shirt off, and
Drew, you started a whole moment of vibe.
And the keg bowling really is like the stein lifting is a crowd favorite, but the keg bowling is a beast. Like it's a beast.
That's intense.
And guys and girls combined, there's like 15 of them, and then 4 or 5 will always advance to the finals.
Okay.
And then you have 1 push in the finals. And last week, one guy in the finals knocked down all of them, and I've never seen that happen before.
Was he a big guy? That's what I worry about. That's what I think.
It's all. It helps, but it's all about momentum. But then you have some of these guys and some of the ladies. They'll push it, and that little thing will just kind of creep.
Oh, here we go. Oh, yes.
Oh, that's me. Look at that.
I love it.
Yeah, that's keg bowling right there.
Look at that. There's you. Happy Friday, everyone.
But anyways, some of these people will roll it, and they'll get it up to the keg, and it'll just kind of bump it, and it'll stop. And nothing will happen.
Oh, I would be so embarrassed if that happened to me. But you know what? No.
So the keg bowling is a hoot.
Yeah.
No keg bowling tonight. Keg bowling on Saturday for tomorrow and Sunday for sure.
Okay, cool. Well, tonight sounds like a lot of fun too.
It's just a good time, and it really is a group of good people enjoying Oktoberfest, getting a feel for kind of fall here in the mountains.
Oh my gosh.
And people always say, why do we do Oktoberfest in September? But it's like you got to do it when the weather cooperates, right?
100%.
And while there's still a group of people around. So it really is engaging. The food is spectacular. A lot of the restaurants come out and set up their own booths and do their own thing, and there's a lot of liquids flowing for everybody and
water. Lots of water.
And that's a key thing, is also just make sure you stay hydrated, right?
And I love the music too. I'm a music girl, like we said, and there's Helmet
will be here this evening in the Rhinelanders.
I love him.
Helmet will be there. He was a part of Beaver Creek when Beaver Creek opened back in 1980.
How cool.
And he's been to every Oktoberfest since, he and his crew.
He's such a sweet man.
There's also a band called the Average German Band, which will perform. They're going to have the Schuh-Plattler dancers, the Denver Kickers will be there doing their German dancing. And then also with that other stage over at Solaris this year, that's where the headliner bands will be. So your full-on fun rock and roll, evening music, aside from any German music, will be taking place over there.
I love this. And you get to see Mark in all his glory. Are you going to have one little strap falling off?
We talked about that before because she was used to wear the overalls, the corduroy overalls.
That was
with
a
one
moment.
strap down. That was the thing. That's
it
the
was
way
a
you did
big
it.
deal. Yeah, it was cool back in the day. You were
Okay.
just bringing it back.
All right. So, hey, we'll be right back. I've got to look at the weather report, more of the show. Hopefully Chris Anthony will be in the studio. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Suki and Scott show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great
TV8 Vail is serving the community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Stop by for Good Morning Vail at 7 a.m. and stay all day for lifestyle favorites such as Good Day Vail, Daily Flash, Suki and Scott, and more. And you're sure to find the adventure you crave with back-to-back episodes of Scoreboard Nation and Outdoor America. Find us all day, every day on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on TV8Vail.com, and on all our social media platforms. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Lions Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lions Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to Danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Good morning, Vail.
All right, welcome back to the show. Saving the best for last, right?
Well, thank you.
Chris Anthony, everybody, chrisanthony.com. For those of you who don't know Chris Anthony, he is just a mover and a shaker within the ski industry and the community. Multiple Warren Miller films. His new film that came out a year ago, Mission to Mount Mangert, which is all about the 10th Mountain Division conquering Mount Belvedere back in World War II. Youth Initiative Project. MC, host. Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you. Is that enough of your accolades? Because I know there's a lot more.
Yeah, what's great is that you guys can just call me, and I live upstairs, so I can just run down and be on the set.
Chris, we need some help down here. Get down here.
This is like my living room.
You used to be in here a bunch, too. I remember back in the day. You spent a lot of time down here.
Yeah, they would call when they're desperate. And
Trish would call up there and say, what's up?
We got a spot. Run down.
Let's focus on you here. Let's get into first. I think let's talk about Mission Mount Mangert, because that was like world received.
Yeah.
And it still is. Like you still have showings and you go and talk, and it's just tell everybody really what that is all about and kind of what that looks like for
absolutely
next up.
Yep, so I produced a film, and it's about the legendary 10th Mountain Division, which, for those of you that don't know, was a unit that was created by the Army during World War II to be capable of fighting in winter battles. And they were known as the 1st American Ski Troop, but they were a light infantry unit, cold weather focused. And when the War Department, because of the constant pressure by a man by the name of Minnie Dole, who was the founder of the National Ski Patrol, kept pointing out to the War Department, you know, if we get pulled into a war, most of it's going to be fought in the mountains, it's going to be in the snow, it's going to be cold, and we don't have a cold weather unit. So after a while, they just said, okay, Minnie, go put something together. And since he was a skier, his first recruits were all skiers. So it was a very unique outfit that was made up of skiers, and especially back then, a lot of the great skiers were actually immigrants from Europe, so even Germans. So ironically, the original 10th Mountain Division was made up of an international group of skiers that had migrated to the United States and to escape what was happening in Europe, that being Hitler and, you know, invading everywhere. And this unit was developed up in Washington, and eventually they built them a base here in Colorado, as we know as Camp Hale.
Which is now a national monument, which is spectacular.
Yep. So that actually connects back to my film as well. So I ended up producing a film about them because I stumbled across a story that had never been told while guiding in Europe, which is a whole nother thing. But I brought that story back, and I brought it to the Warren Miller team, and they've changed a little bit, so they didn't express interest in it, so I went down the rabbit hole. And in the Warren Miller-esque sort of way, that's how I produced the film. Back when, like, Warren was
he would talk, and he'd poke fun here and there, but give really some great insight and perspective.
Yeah, so he also did everything on his own, and he, you know, travel around and show his films. He produced his own films, he financed them, and that's how I'm doing it. So I'm touring the film, and then the film also benefits my foundation of my youth project, which is...
Let's get there. Let's segue into that, right?
Yeah.
Because you're in the middle of a big fundraising effort right now.
Yes. So I've been traveling around with the film, still showing it, still raises money for my youth project, as well as anybody that partners with me. So on October 13th, we're going to show the film again here in Vail at the Vail Mountain School. That's all going to benefit the Colorado Snow Sports Museum, which also has a wonderful tribute to the 10th Mountain Division.
Yes, for
But
sure.
it also benefits my foundation, which is mentoring and education for youth and providing experiential educational trips for underserved communities.
And most of the time it's taking kids skiing for, right? I mean, hypothetically, that's what it is, right?
Well, that gets the most attention.
You're right.
Because I am a skier and I love to get the kids out of the inner city and up to the mountains and skiing. So that's actually my most expensive endeavor of my film.
But you have other ones that are a piece of it too.
Yes. But right now I am on a fundraising campaign because I'm getting a lot of requests from schools in Denver. So it cost me about between $4,500 to $5,000 to bring a group of 45 to 50 kids up to the mountains from Denver. I pay for everything. And so right now I am doing a fundraising campaign where a wonderful donor came to me and said, you know, if you can raise $15,000 in the next couple weeks, we'll donate 10.
Oh.
And so this
where are you at right now? What's your number?
This morning I was at 8,000.
You got to get to 15 to get 25.
To get the extra 10 to get to 25, which will, you know, help me get through, what is that, 5 schools.
And how many more days do you have until this is up?
We didn't really have a limit. They just said, we want you to get this done in the next couple of weeks.
Let's help Chris get it done is what basically where we're going with this.
So go to chrisanthony.com, and up in the right of my webpage is a donate button, and it'll take you to the Colorado Gives Foundation, and then that is funding my youth project.
Did you ever think when you were growing up and you used to just love skiing just because you were a kid that you would be doing the impactful things you're doing now. You know what I mean? It's pretty impressive.
I mean, I always wanted to be like the best skier, and I wanted to, I mean, like every little kid, I wanted to make the Olympics or something like that. And of course, I grew up watching the Warren Miller films, and I'd actually go to them watch him as a little kid, thinking maybe he was hiding in the trees and caught a shot of me.
Exactly.
And so you have those dreams as
kids probably still think that way too.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
I
not
hope
Warren,
so.
but they're thinking, you know what? And that's what we go about our days, because social media is having such a big impact on everybody daily.
Yeah. Man. So I did dream about all that. But what has been the biggest shock and overwhelming experience over the last couple of years is because of the film. I've been to NATO twice. I've been in multiple Ministry of Defenses.
Right.
I've been in multiple embassies, and I've sat and had dinner with generals while in Europe, you know, while the Ukraine thing's going on, and they're meeting about that, but they brought my movie in to show my movie during their meetings because of the relationship between what took place back then and what's taking place currently. History is important, bottom line.
Yeah.
And I've been asked several times to go to the current Army base of Fort Drum for the 10th Mountain Division and speak there. And recently I was inducted into the Army U.S. Hall of Fame Warrior Legend category as a civilian, which is like, all these things are just, those are crazy, right? Like,
no, it's crazy. It's really, and
skier.
And ultimately, yeah, right, exactly. And ultimately, to me, it just says this guy is dramatically having an impact daily on a lot of people. And you don't think about it that way because you are a skier, right? But there's so many layers to peel back to see, like, what makes you who you are, and it's much deeper than chasing powder in the back bowls, and it's beautiful. So thank you for everything, really.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
It's been neat to see what, you chase after the snow. You're trying to figure out continuous ways to ski. And that's ultimately what Warren was after the free lift ticket and how he could go on free trips,
totally.
right? And it ended up taking him on this whole other journey of life. And that's what's kind of happened for me.
Love it.
It's been like the Forrest Gump journey, you know, where he just ends up in these unique
little pockets
places.
of things that just kind of unfold as you go. Thanks. Good to see you, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. You be safe. Awesome. Chris Anthony, chrisanthony.com. His goal is $15,000 to get 10 more, and they're at about 8,000 right now. So let's keep it up. chrisanthony.com. We'll be right back with the rest of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tvavail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Pascal. And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals now. Check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to this Friday's edition of Good Morning Vail. I love this next person, Tegan from the Eagle County Library. We just have so much fun. We're talking all things skiing. We're talking about books. We're talking about snow and books. And
books about snow.
Snow and books. How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I am so good. And I know last time you were here, we talked a lot about, which I thought was so neat. I got a lot of positive feedback about this, the books that don't have a lot of words. Yes. And how you can talk to your children or other adults.
Right.
True. Just like have good conversations about things that really matter, or maybe someone that doesn't really isn't very expressive about how their day was, etc. So I really loved that. And I heard today we're talking about one of my favorite things.
Yes.
Reading buddies. I remember this.
Oh,
when I was
do?
little.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
It was a big deal in my school because when I believe kindergarten, first grade, we got an older student and we thought that was so cool, and they would bring us little snacks and read together. So what do we
so we have reading buddies in all three of our branches. So Avon, Eagle, and Gypsum, and you can sign up. And so we have the little buddies, which is first through third. And then they get paired. The little buddies, and they get paired with a high school student. And then sometimes we even have like middle school mentors with the high school students, so the middle schoolers can rise up to be a big buddy.
So they kind of just shadow.
They kind of shadow to see what the program's about. So the high schoolers, they gain all sorts of reading skills to help teach the little buddies. But it's part of the mentorship, leadership portion that the high schoolers will walk away with. It counts for their volunteer hours that they need to graduate.
I want to do that.
Yes. And then the little buddies, as you said, it seemed peer-to-peer. It's not an adult, because reading is very intimidating.
Right.
It is a skill set that you're trying to acquire and learn.
Right.
So you have a high school student. It's not as intimidating as your parents or a teacher. It's not an adult presence. It's more of this kind of
cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Right.
And our little buddies get very attached to our big buddies. They just look forward to seeing them every week.
Well, and I love that you said that, because just the other day, and this is truth as an adult, even reading aloud sometimes.
Yes.
I find, and you know what I do for a living, and you talk to people all day, I get nervous even. So I think this is a beautiful thing to learn very young, to learn how to read and be able to not feel nervous. I think that's
practice in an environment where the child doesn't feel judged, or they have to perform, or they have to get every word perfect, because they have a peer there that is just going to just be like, oh no,
it's all good.
And make it nice and easy. And they do there are some skills and techniques the high schoolers will work with the little buddies with to help acquire those reading skills. But again, it's less stress for the little buddy.
How do you go about signing up for this? Because I think this is that's brilliant.
You can come to our library branches, so Avon, Eagle, or Gypsum. You can find the information online, which is evld.org. We have a section that's called Reading Buddies. We have the application there.
Okay, cool.
And you can always call our libraries, and just if you have questions, just call them up and be like, what is this about, and can I sign up my child?
I do have a question.
Yeah.
I know that, and this is something I don't think is very spoken about, but there's even some adults, maybe English is a second language, and or you have a learning, I don't know what the exact terminology, deficiency? I don't know if that's right. But maybe reading wasn't your strong point.
Yeah, and or school wasn't your thing.
100%.
And so,
Yes.
So the library, you can always come back to the library.
Okay, yeah.
We have there's reading at all sorts of levels, and what we found out with this most recent study is 71% of Americans are literate.
That's what.
Yes, and then 54% of them are only literate at a 6th grade level.
Wow.
So when you check out, and I encourage anyone who's learning a language, just learning a language or practicing or reading aloud, check out kids' books because there's 50% more rare words in a kid's book than there is on television. So
50% more.
50% more rare words. So you're gonna just find like these little juicy gems in the books where you're not going to hear that on TV and you're not going to hear it, or you're not going to read it in a newspaper. You're going to find that in children's books.
Okay, that's amazing. Yes. I love that you know these things. I love this because that I would have not thought.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking we were reading a book the other day and it had smorgasbord in that. That's just not a word you come across every day. Yeah, and it's a fun one. So it was just fun to practice the sound and to read it aloud and to play with it because it sounds funny and what does it mean? So there's all sorts of little gems. We also partner with the Literacy Project of Eagle County.
Awesome.
And so they help adult learners improve their reading skills and their literacy skills. So they are based in Avon. You can give them a call as well, and they do classes up and down the valley.
So if you are an adult and you would like to volunteer your time, this is something that you could help.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can work with the Literacy Project of Eagle County. Again, we partner with them, and they have all sorts of programs where volunteers can get into the school and have a buddy, or if they want to improve their own literacy skills, they have programs for that. And then, of course, we have all the materials you need in the library.
The library is such a cool place. You've really opened my eyes. I mean, I don't mean to sound silly or naive, but you have, like, I adore you as well, but you've opened my eyes because, truly, from back in the day, library, go get books. I get it. I understand it. It was like microfiche. That's how old I am.
Yeah, we got that too.
Got a moment, right? Thanks, girl.
Yeah, we still have that.
No, but, doing, studying, et cetera, that kind of thing. But it's such a beautiful world of being able to go there and help others and have people help you and just get lost in.
Well, and if you've only experienced the library in one way, so say for academics, for studying, you don't really know what all libraries have.
Right.
And there is a thing called library phobia, where we seem intimidating. So they think, they come in if they're going to be loud, or I have parents being like, oh, my kid's a little loud. And they're worried about the stereotype of the librarian shushing them. And shush is a 4-letter word in our libraries. We will not shush you.
No shushing.
No shushing. We know that kids are going to be loud. We know teens are going to be loud. So we have zones in our library. We have our loud zone, and then we have our quiet study zones.
Is that a new thing?
I think libraries are trying to accommodate everybody's needs, and it's for developmental reasons. Like teens and kids are going to be a little louder.
They are who they are.
Yes.
I love that. Embrace the loudness.
Yep. And so we have those areas for them, and then we also have our study areas and our more quiet areas. So if you do need to come and work at the library, or if you need to study, we have those spaces as well.
Well, that is so awesome, Peggy. And I love talking about all things books, and I've learned so much even from you. And so we've had an amazing Friday, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming and joining us. And this was a great Friday edition. I hope maybe I'll see you at Oktoberfest tonight or this weekend. Thank you for coming here, and we hope to see you again. Good morning, Vail. Have a great weekend, everyone. Happy Friday.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Are you looking